Number 8. Playing it too safe with your water stash. Picture this. You're stranded in a vast, unforgiving forest, miles from anywhere, with only a single water bottle standing between you and dehydration doom. Your gut tells you to nurse it like a precious artifact, doling out minuscule gulps to stretch it out. Sounds smart, right? But hold on, that knee-jerk reaction might be your worst enemy. See, your body is like a high-performance machine, constantly shedding moisture through every breath and bead of sweat. Those puny sips? They're barely a drop in the bucket compared to what you're losing. It's kind of like trying to keep a bonfire going with just a handful of twigs. It fizzles out fast. Without enough hydration, your mind turns into a foggy mess quicker than you can say lost. In no time, you're making boneheaded choices, maybe even overlooking the water you've got left. Tragically, search parties have stumbled upon folks who've passed on, still gripping bottles that weren't even empty. Heartbreaking, isn't it? So, flip the script. Instead of starving your system, prioritize cutting down on water waste. Hunt for a shady spot when the sun's beating down like an angry drummer. Switch to nose breathing to trap more moisture inside. It's a simple hack that pays off big. And ease up on the frantic pacing. Every unnecessary step ramps up the sweat factor. When it's time to drink, though, go for meaningful swallows that actually recharge you. I'd rather have a couple of sharp, focused days than drag through a haze of bad judgment. Treat that bottle like a lifeline in an epic adventure game. Deploy it strategically, or you might not live to see the next level. Number 7. Banking on those rubber wheels during a storm. Have you ever cruised through a raging thunderstorm, feeling oddly secure because of your car's tires? Yeah. The old myth that those rubber donuts insulate you from lightning strikes is as reliable as a chocolate teapot. Lightning doesn't mess around, it's packing hundreds of millions of volts, enough to laugh off any tire-based defense. Imagine zapping a fortress with a slingshot. That's how ineffective rubber is here. The real hero? Your vehicle's metal body. It forms this ingenious shield, channeling the electric fury right around you and into the ground. Experts dub it the Faraday cage principle. Think of the bolts skating over the surface like rain sliding off a duck's back. Sure, your tires might pop from the heat, but you're safe inside that metallic bubble. Just ensure you're in a solid-roofed ride. A soft-top convertible is about as protective as a paper umbrella in a monsoon. Next time thunder rumbles, give a nod to that steel frame overhead, not the wheels below. And pro tip, steer clear of touching any interior metal until the sky's clear. Why tempt fate when you're already in nature's electric rodeo? Number 6. Underestimating the chill in that inviting water. Envision a serene afternoon by a sparkling lake, the sun glinting off the waves that look oh so refreshing, even if they're a tad nippy. But dip in unprepared, and that calm facade could betray you faster than a fair-weather friend. Cold water isn't just uncomfortable, it's a sneaky assassin that can floor even top-tier athletes in mere moments. As soon as you plunge in, your system rebels with what's known as the cold shock response. It's like an invisible hand slamming your chest, forcing wild gasps that suck in water instead of air. Chows ensues in seconds, turning a casual swim into a disparity fight. Survive that initial blast? You've got roughly 10 minutes before your limbs bail on you, growing heavy and unresponsive as if they've clocked out for the day. Muscles don't negotiate, they just power down in the chill. Then comes the big bad, hypothermia, creeping in like a thief in the night, sapping your core warmth. Shocking fact, this nightmare unfolds in water hovering around 50 degrees Fahrenheit, balmier than your fridge's veggie drawer. Water steals body heat 25 times quicker than air, making that lake a deceptive vortex. All your bravado about being a swimming champ, it evaporates when biology takes the wheel. Stay vigilant, folks. Nature's beauty often hides a bite. Number 5. Ignoring the red flags of overheating. Your internal thermostat is a marvel, much like the cooling fan in your laptop that keeps things from melting down. But when heat overwhelms it, you're not just sweaty, you're heading for a full system failure. The kicker? The warning isn't a dramatic sweat storm. It's the opposite. When perspiration suddenly stops, your skin turns scorching and parched, like bread left too long in the oven. That's not adaptation. It's a crash alert. From there, your noggin goes haywire, confusion sets in, words slur like you've overindulged at happy hour, and even basic choices feel like cracking a safe. Your ticker pounds away as if you're in a marathon, all while you're parked in the shade. Folks often botch the fix by leaping into icy relief. But that's like jolting an overtaxed circuit, it can backfire spectacularly. Do this instead. Seek cover pronto and cool off methodically. Splash tepid water on key spots like your scalp, neck, and pits. Pair it with a breeze from a fan for that evaporative chill, mimicking a natural AC unit. Hydrate in steady sips, not gulps that overwhelm. Think of yourself as a gadget on the fritz. Gentle handling gets you back online, not a rude awakening. Number 4. Freaking out in nature's sticky trap. Quicksand, the stuff of cinematic nightmares, where hapless explorers get yanked under in a swirl of screams and flailing arms. Pure fiction, my friends. In reality, this soupy mix is heavier than you, so total submersion? Not happening. It's physics 101. You're buoyant, like a cork bobbing in a storm. The true villain? Panic. Thrash around, and it grips tighter, akin to those prank finger cuffs that tighten with every tug. But chill out, and it loosens up, transforming into a supportive mush. If you ever step into this mess, ditch heavy gear first, lighten the load like shedding emotional baggage. Then, ease back gently, fanning out limbs to spread your mass, turning yourself into a human raft. Inch toward firmer earth with deliberate, quiet motions, as if tiptoeing past a sleeping giant. Patience is your superpower here. Wild energy just digs you deeper. Who knew survival could be as zen as floating in a bizarre, earthy jacuzzi? Number 3. Tempting fate in flooded roads. Spot a shallow pool stretching across your path during a downpour? Your inner voice whispers, "No biggie, my ride's built tough." Rethink that pronto. It's a lethal gamble that claims more lives in floods than raging rivers. A mere half-foot of flowing water packs the punch to sweep you off your feet, and double that? Your hefty car becomes a drifting hunk of metal, bobbling like a leaf in a stream. Big rigs aren't immune. 2 feet of current flips them like pancakes. Worse, that murky surface conceals horrors, eroded pavement creating hidden chasms or debris hurtling like aquatic torpedoes. Water creeping to your pedals? Game over. Engine stalls, power cuts, and you're in a submerging cage. Rescuers preach it for a reason. Turn around, don't drown. They've hauled too many from regretful rides. By the time doubt hits, the flow's already calling the shots. Why play Russian roulette when a detour could save the day? Number 2. Handling nosebleeds the wrong way. Nose starts gushing blood? The urge to crane your neck skyward is strong, but resist. It's as effective as mopping a spill by flipping the bucket. That crimson flow doesn't vanish. It reroutes south into your gut, turning your insides into an unwanted cocktail mixer. Swallowing blood? Recipe for queasiness or, heaven forbid, a choking hazard. Not the plot twist you want. Lean ahead instead, as if peering at a juicy secret on your screen. Clamp the squishy nose tip, just shy of the bony bridge, and hold firm for a solid 10 to 15 minutes, no peeking like a kid raiding the cookie jar. This lets clots form at the source, not detour through your belly. Bonus. Slap a cool pack on the nose's peak to constrict vessels, slowing the leak. Keep it simple, and you'll staunch the flow without the drama. Who needs a horror show when a straightforward fix does the trick? Number 1. Missing the subtle cues of thirst's approach. Feeling parched is your body's SOS flare, but it's not the opening act, it's the encore. Sneakier signals pop up first, like a sticky mouth or chapped lips waving a caution flag. On your next pit stop, eyeball that urine. If it's shading toward dark amber, consider it a blaring alarm. Test your hide too. Pinch the hands back for a couple seconds. Slow bounce back means reserves are dipping. Those nagging headaches or draggy vibes? Often just your brain begging for a refill, not some random slump. Savvy adventurers play detective, spotting these hints before thirst crashes the party. It's like monitoring your device's power bar. You plug in at 20%, not 0. Your body's no different. Stay topped up, or the consequences hit harder than a dead battery mid-adventure. Whew. That wraps our rundown of these 8 sneaky survival slip-ups. If this sparked your curiosity about staying sharp in sticky spots, hit that like button and share your own close calls in the comments. Who knows? Your story might save someone else's bacon. Stick around by subscribing for more real talk tips on outsmarting the unexpected. Your future self will thank you.